What is up? It is Wednesday night. We are doing a mock draft. Hopefully, we have 3 more spots left. What's up, Brian? How are you, man?
Feeling good. I was running around today in my enjoying my Tesla.
Of course, I was about to ask you, how's the Tesla running, man?
Oh, it's so funny. I was like, I need gas, and I was like, oh wait a minute, I just need to plug it in. Never mind.
Here is the beauty, man. Like, look, trust me, I don't have a full electric, but I have a hybrid, and it's kind of nice. Like, I visit the gas pump twice, maybe once a month. I don't know. I don't even keep track anymore. That's really just it's that good. So but yeah, guys, we are going to do a mock draft today. So what's up, Zion? Uh Special thanks to Zion for actually making this room. He made this for us and he's doing it tonight. So if we can get 3 more people in there, if not, Zion, are you able to reduce it to less teams? It's up to you. We'll just rejoin, kick us out, and then we'll come back in. So, but until we get then, the latest news, Brian, I don't know how you feel about this, but did you see the Brandon Ayuk little
Yeah, when you
video?
talked about like they don't want me, man. They don't want me.
Mm-hmm.
They already told me they don't want me.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So here's the potential landing spots for this guy: Cardinals, Chargers,
Okay.
Commanders, Patriots, and Steelers. Those were the ones that kind of are like the ones most interested right now. So we'll see how that transitions.
And
Of
the
those 5
Steelers makes
teams,
the most sense to me.
oh,
The Steelers make
we already know. All right, let's leave that team for last because we already know. Okay, we already know. But the one that's kind of interesting, like in that video, he was actually listening, or he was talking to Jalen from the
Yep.
Commanders.
Yep.
So there's past relationship there. So potentially going taken to the Commanders. This is how I wish Mark was here today. He was supposed to be here, but he's having power outages. That sucks, man.
It's actually just the weather. Weather in the Midwest has been nuts.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell we do? We Arizona or some shit?
Oh yeah, you guys were hitting 90s the other day, right?
We have been in like 99, 100 degrees every
Welcome
single day
to my life.
last week.
Welcome to my life.
I was
We're
like, this is
all
awful.
sexy because we're all tan. All right, we got nice, good tan going. All right, that's just how Arizona is. It is hot. I don't know why people live here. I cannot blame myself because I was brought into this place. Yes, I could have left, but I'm already like established here, so it's like I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for this military term to potentially leave. We don't know. There's options. I have many options, so we'll see about that. But I do not recommend choosing this place as going to live, unless cost of living is what you're looking for.
When grass can't live, that means I don't need to be there. That's just the way I see things.
Grass lives here. Like, it's not just desert, man. It's just not desert, right? We're one big, like, honestly, I like to think of us as Coruscant. For all my nerds out there.
Okay, Coruscant, really?
Coruscant is just one big old city, right?
Yep.
We have Glendale, Phoenix, Mesa, Deer Valley, Buckeye, Sun City, El Mirage. Like, it's all one big city. We have 3 loops here that circle around through this one big old giant Coruscant. And then if it's like, okay, well, if it's all road, we kind of are like a big ass frying pan, to be honest. But like, it's
we're full.
What do you mean you're full? I don't want to go. Why would I go to a more full place?
No, I'm saying we're full in the mock draft.
Oh, we're full. Oh, let's go. Hey, Zion, ready when you are, my guy. Anthony, are you here? Anthony's not here. Anthony is not here. I hope I don't even see the green dot. But let's see. Tua's in here. What's up? I saw the boat in the thumbnail. I was summoned. Oh my gosh.
That's why you put him on the thumbnail right there.
Figured this guy. And you know what's funny? That was so bait. That was so bait. You know why? Because we're doing nothing but IDP today. Nothing
We were
but
saying,
IDP.
why did we do that? That's a mistake.
Yeah, nobody's gonna see this. So yeah, here's the thing. It's gonna be defense. We're gonna have some people in there who probably aren't even used to this. Probably already see a Joker in there already, seeing defensive players. So, but look, hey, it's different. It's if you haven't done IDP, this is kind of a learning curve. This is why we're doing it during the summer. Like obviously, we're not gonna do it in our regular seasons if you're not used to it. We are going to have a full IDP league for a jersey giveaway if you win. So there's the guy. There's
There you
Andrew.
go, Anthony.
What's
He's on
up,
and
my
got the green
guy?
dot. And
There
we got
you
the green
go.
dot. Let's go.
Got the green dot. Let's go. So yeah. Hopefully everyone's there. There's one person I don't see the green dot. That might be an auto
Yeah.
draft, but we'll see what happens.
But I think he was on green a second ago too, so I think we'll be all right.
But yeah, Zion says, "What's up, suckers?" Yeah, I'm on it. I'll start in a minute. All right. Hey, but yeah. So thank you, Zion, again. He kind of created this for us. We talked to him a couple days ago, and he made this. So we're like, all right, yeah, let's do it. We're planning on doing a mock draft anyways. After the draft, stick around. If you're here in chat, or if you're even drafting with us and you're just kind of lurking, it's fine. If you want us to go over the team, we will, and we have no problem doing that. Typically, these drafts take about 2 freaking hours anyway. So, but yeah, Zion, whenever you're ready, go ahead. If they don't start, if I don't see a green dot on this J Booby dude, I don't know. So we'll see. But Brandon Ayuk, start with the Cardinals.
Okay. So the Cardinals already have a Maserati. Do you really want a Porsche too? If you can afford it, and he's bigger than all the rest of the receivers, it might be interesting to go with the Cardinals. I think that's a very interesting place. I don't think they need to do it right now because I think the Cardinals need to suck one more year, but I think they probably can't. Looking at the talent that's there, it's going to be too hard for them to suck. So I mean, if they want to kick the tires on it, I just don't know if they're going to have the draft or want to give up the draft capital for it.
Right. I also don't know if it's a good idea. Having him there would be like Marvin Harrison, and it just I don't know. It just I don't see it. I kind of see it, but then at the same time, it's like you would be in an interesting spot where you just have, like you said, 2 awesome, good, freaking receivers that are going to change the aspect of how that entire offense runs. They will be good because then you got to have Trey McBride as well. So, I just don't see it yet, man. I just don't.
Their receiving room will be amazing.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
I mean, I think they'll be challenging in that division with that one move. I just don't know if it makes sense long term. But so, you can spend money. I mean, I guess if you have enough money, I just don't know if they have enough money in the bank to do all of it.
Right. Why am I not in this damn mock draft already? Get in there. 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 There you go. I'm trying to go on my phone, so I'm not showing up like here.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
Yeah. So this is just IDP. So we're gonna be doing a couple of these maybe for here on out, just to show how our IDP is going to run. So right now we have return yards, which, you know, if you want to ignore that. It's up to you. But in the league that we're gonna do in the future, it's not gonna be anything similar to the scoring system that we'll have now. So come on, there we go. So yeah.
Damn it! I was like, hey, is he gonna pass? Is he gonna go pass? I was like,
if this whole draft goes to crap, at least I'll be happy with my guy. Okay.
I thought I might put this slide right through. I was like, oh man, he's gonna keep on coming.
Hey,
we're gonna keep on doing this.
Donnie? What's up? What's up, guys? And Martin, remember, don't forget to tell Brian about the great traffic here, and we got brand new Hot Wheel roller coaster coming in. Yeah, soon to a vomit near you. Yeah, we're opening up a new resort here that has a freaking damn roller coaster inside of it. So it should be interesting on what they do. You know what? I'll just play it safe. So it should be interesting. It's hot. If you can handle 110, 115 degree weather, then hell yeah.
Dude, I'm almost dying now. Like our boy Tank sweats when it's 70 degrees, 110. It'd be nothing left. You ever seen Frosty the Snowman, thing? When you see him sweating away and kind of like fading away, or Olaf from Frozen, if you want to go there, that would be Tank. He'll become Olaf from Frozen.
Zion, I'm not the guy to go easy on you guys. Hey, we don't expect you guys to go easy at all, so it's fine. I understand. All scoring on the mock is listed above the chat mock. Yeah. So if you want, well, if you're in here, I'm pretty sure if you're drafting in here, you probably already saw it. If not, it's all good. So Commissioner Rodriguez ready to announce that these picks and give him an Adam Schefter inside. No. I am not going to listen to that freaking guy. I hate that guy. I hate Shefty so much. All right. So if you're listening on Spotify, this is a IDP only league. We're doing a 10 round or 10 team
15 round.
15 rounds.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. So first up, it's a snake. So TJ Watt, Forse Lucan, Michael Parsons were the first 3 linebackers going off the board. Not a big surprise.
Yeah.
So and then we had 4 D line go right off the bat with Crosby, Bosa, Hutchinson, and then myself at the 7th spot at Garrett. Then another linebacker in between myself and Brian at spot 8 with Roquan Smith, and he went with Josh Allen from Jacksonville. Then it circled back around with Tua. Tua made it in here. Nice. So with Bobby Okereke was Zamir Franklin. And then the first DB that went off the board at the snake was Hamilton, and that was Brian's choice right there. So not bad overall. And then Will Anderson, Fred Warner, myself with Fred Warner, and then Hunter, Jones, Bolton, Queen, Edwards, Thibodeau, Burns, Winfield, and it's going to circle back around to the third. We got Burns, Winfield, Sweat, Garner, and James from Derwin James. So Zion's on the clock right now at the 6. So that we're out of the 3rd.
It's really interesting to me when we talk about DBs because I feel like if it's not a safety, I almost don't want you because I don't know what I'm going to get from you week to week.
It's hard for corners. No, and I agree. Corners are difficult because sometimes QBs know how good they are and they just don't want to throw their way. So I get it. That's a good move. I like that move. I think it was just too early. That is my guy. You're not wrong. I just think it was just too early right now. So, but I think Azeez Al-Shir is going to be a big time sleeper, and a lot of people don't know that. So, I just think it was too early right now. So yeah, if you take my guy, take my guy. It's totally fun. You're sitting right in front of me. So, which team names are you two? Kadani? How long you been here, man? Just curious. How long you been here? How many mock drafts have you watched? And has it ever changed? But I will remind you, I'm sitting here at the 7 with Victorious, and then Brian's sitting here with the B Waller, using his semi-birth name kind of convinced to a fantasy name. So yeah,
exactly.
So you can follow the format. What do you mean? Oh, the format? Yeah. So I'm at 7th spot. He's at the 9th spot. And then Zion here is sitting at the 6th spot. Or hold on. So Anthony here sitting at the 101, of course. You're lucky, bro. I'm not in charge of this draft. I would have randomized it. I would have. How many times does Anthony come in here and he tries to get the 101?
Every time he goes to the 1 or 2, he always jumps in there. Always. Randomized.
Sorry. You're lucky I'm not running this one. This is our good friend Zion here, sitting here at Philadelphia here at the States. I'm at the 7. It's my choice right now. Oh, let's see. You know what? Before he's gone, I know he's a good. Yeah, take it. It's a wee bit of reach, but I know he's productive. He is productive. I don't care what they say about him. At Singleton, I'll take it the 4.
I mean, he's going to be on defense a lot, so I mean, that's why it's a good pick. Still works.
Absolutely.
The same thing. Reason I went with Bernard. I feel like Bernard's going to be the one making all the damn plays.
Yeah.
For the damn Buffalo.
And then again, Brian here at the 9th, and then Tua, who's also in chat with us today right now, is at the 10th spot. So let me catch up here on the third. Where did I leave off? With Darwin James here at the 305. So the 306 was Aziz Al-Shaair. I took Jesse Bates at the 7. Lua Latu, first rookie off the board. Interesting. At the 8. Then you took Turner, the second rookie. You took him at the 3rd. Quincy Williams, and then Kyle Duggar. Bernard at the circle at the turnaround. McKinney. I took Singleton. Logan Wilson went after my pick, going back to the front side of the 4th round at 406, the Forrest Buckner. And then 407, Wilkins, Quincy Williams, Quay Walker, Patrick Surtain, all in the 4th round. So overall, some of the DBs are running thin already.
That's exactly what I was looking at. I was like, man, you need to go get your DBs in now because they're
DBs
going.
are the hard ones, like you said. And you're right. They're hard to get. So you might as well get someone who's going to be at least semi-productive. DBs
someone who's actually going to make tackles, you know.
They're so hard to judge. So I agree there. I agree. So let's see. Am I just drafting my team? Like, is my team just falling to me? You know what? I'll get my guy. Why not?
That is, yep. That's exactly what I thought you would get.
3 of these guys are on my dynasty team.
Yeah. You don't believe I like this guy?
I don't know how, but it's just happening. So Zion says he's just scared to draft anywhere else.
Oh, shots fired. Say you scared, man. Scared get a dog.
He's never had the first spot, Zion. He's never had the spot. And he's always wanted the 101. So give it to him. It's fine. I'll let him have it. So Kadani, my bad, bro. I just saw a team called Brian Kemba Waller and Venom is the go. Which we are gonna go say bye and which we are gonna go say bye. The way no IFS and or buts, no ifs or buts about the same thing about Deadpool.
I cannot wait to say Deadpool.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I don't want to dig too deep in it, but at least Marvel I try to keep up with. So it comes out pretty soon. Didn't it already come out? Like this weekend or next weekend?
No, we have until July, the end of July.
July? I was thinking June.
July 26th or so. So we still got about 4.5 weeks.
Oh my god. Do I take the guy I really, really like, or do I?
All I want to tell you is that we'd have to have 3 DBs. That's all I'm going to tell you. 3 DBs, 3 linebackers, and linebackers are a little bit deeper.
I know.
But you got your 3 linebackers?
I did. But that's only because I think this guy's going to play.
I mean, I went young too. I mean, I'm looking.
I went with Warner and Singleton, so I go young. Trust me, I've been dealing that with for 5 years on my damn team, man. I can't figure out why my linebackers aren't panning out. It sucks. And Bobby Wagner is getting older and older and giving me more chances every year, and none of my rookie linebackers are pulling through.
Let's put Bobby Wagner is 100 years old now. 100 years old, literally.
He's still productive, bro. He's still productive. I don't care.
No, he's better. I didn't even realize he was still on the board.
That's what it was him between him or Edrin Cooper. I'm like, you know what? I have Singleton, I have Fred Warner. I'll go young with Edrin Cooper. I don't want all my linebackers to retire by next year. So that's why I had to go with Edrin Cooper. Otherwise, I still, regardless the fact that he's on Washington, I don't care. I still think Bobby Wagner is going to be productive. He just always is. So
I find one thing interesting, but I'm going to wait till actually the guy gets drafted before I say anything. But things what I'm seeing right now, I'm like, whoa, okay, what? You guys are taking these other people instead of what I'm looking at.
Yeah, it's
Chris Jones early. I hate Chris Jones. I hate Chris Jones so much.
Well, it's funny because you own him.
Oh, there you go. So the Doobie on the auto draft got Jacques. That's why I was like, man,
he should do something this year.
on Cleveland on that defense, I think he's going to eat. He's going to finally.
He should be doing something this year. Last couple of years, he's been overtaken by. Oh crap! Of course, it would be my turn when I'm doing this, right? There we go.
Yeah, I think that's still good. That worked out in your favor.
I had to. I felt like at least I got 2 good solid line. I'm surprised Jalen Carter doesn't have a picture yet. Like, how is this?
I mean, he had a good year. I don't even understand.
I don't know. Maybe he just couldn't. They couldn't take his like mug shot from when he had that car accident that they accused him of. I don't know.
Damn, I had my guy set up, and I was ready to take him, and then got Tremaine Edmonds. Damn it! I was ready to go. I was like, oh, I got him.
Zion almost chose Bobby Wagner as well. Yeah, he's productive. And like I said, I already had Singleton and Warner. I had to go young just in case, age-wise for Dynasty. I was like, you know what, I'll take Edgerrin Cooper here. So, but the guy who gets picks and tackles for the Cowboys is just too great. Yeah. You're talking about oh my gosh, my Branch.
You talking? Yeah, Bland.
Bland. Yeah. It sounds like Branch.
But Bland is not even necessarily the starter. That's what if Trayvon Diggs comes back.
Touchdowns in the offense at the beginning of the season. Remember that?
but if Trayvon Diggs comes back, does he go back to the bench? Like, what happens? And then what happens about your defensive coordinator?
I don't think so. I think they'll. Yeah, I don't know. Dude, you can't deny that performance, man. I think he gets set into separate packages or something. So we'll see. We'll see what they do and how they run it. My pick. Don't think I'm ready for Phillips. Right. I almost got Phillips, but that injury kind of scares me. I don't know.
So Bland was actually playing the same position as Trayvon Diggs, but now they're going to put them both on the field at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever's the more able to kind of go around the whole thing. I'm glad someone took Chris Jones again. 72% rostered, 100% disappointed.
Bland is the other corner star. Yeah. So, all right. So let me catch up. Dude, you got anything to say? I'm about to do these next 3 rounds.
Dude, honestly, all I want to say is I love my DBs. I feel comfortable with all my DBs right now. Let's go.
Not bad.
I like Hufanga, Brisker, and Hamilton. I'm okay with
that. My bad. Yeah. Hamilton, Brisker, and Hufanga. Yeah, those are all good.
And get Hufanga that late. That late. I'm like, whoa.
Wow.
Y'all forgot? Bro, get hurt for one season, you forget who he is? All right,
I'm surprised you got him that late. Damn, those are solid, man. All right, let me catch up. So we're gonna leave out 5th round. Started off with Trent McDuffie and then Colson, another first rookie linebacker. There goes the second team. Then we go Brian Branch at the 3rd, Jordan Brooks, Fitzpatrick, Bynum out of Minnesota going to Philadelphia. I got Jalen Carter. And then pick after me was Devin Lloyd, who should actually have a pretty good, decent year this year, I believe. Brian went with Jaquan Brisker at the 5th round, and then Leonard David, and then Petrie at the turnaround with our good friend Tua. And then Javon Verse went to Brian there at the 6th pin at the turnaround. So I went with Witherspoon before my Cooper pick. Witherspoon,
that's a good ass pick.
I just talked about the Seattle Seahawks this morning. Witherspoon is already starting to be that leader, and I love that for him.
Hey, he's a leader at Illinois. The dude is small, but he puts his nose. He tackles so effing hard. He goes after interceptions. He tips balls. He does everything you want. He has it. So I love that pick. I love him as a player overall.
So I'm just gonna talk about our guys, whoever's in chat right now. So, oh crap, I'm up already. I'm gonna talk before we get behind or something. Hold on. Where am I at? Oh no! Why is he ranked so high? I do not understand this. Why? I'll take you. Why is Simmons ranked so high? I've given up on that. I'm sorry.
Because he's, I don't know, people like him. I mean, he's playable in many positions, but I don't like it at all. I think it's a stupid pick overall. But whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn
So
it! I had my guy, and they just picked him. So
at the 5th round, I went with Edrin Cooper, and then Anthony is sitting at the 10 or the 6'10", which is basically the first round pick at the circle. He went with Kenneth Walker and then CJ Mosley here at the 7. At the 7, I went with Buda Baker. Brian went with, and then Philadelphia went with Ivan Pace, who should turn around and be good this year due to the lack of, they got rid of, what's his face? Freaking, oh my gosh. Damn it, I forgot his name. What is up with me and Vikings players, man? I just forget their names. This is the second Vikings player. But there should be open space with him, and obviously with Turner getting there, it's going to be an interesting line. I like what they're doing there, so Ivan Pace should be pretty good there.
Hicks, Hicks.
Yeah. So
thank you, Zion. Yeah, you're right.
So I think it'll be interesting to see what they do there. Then Tua got himself Alex Highsmith, and then Delpit out of Cleveland. You got yourself Hufanga there at the 8, which we were just talking about. I went with Frankie Luvo here at the 8th spot, which I was surprised he was still there, despite on how good he's doing or how good he did in the last 2 seasons. Thank you guys. Yeah. And then Anthony, at the turnaround of the 8th draft, he went with Christian Gonzalez and Derek Stingley. I don't know, Philadelphia here at the 6th spot with Hassan Reddick. I grabbed Gregory Rousseau. Brian grabbed Karen Bayard. And then I'm tearing up names. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to go
Tua.
Yeah. Troy Anderson with Tua. That's a nice pick there. And Jeremy Chin.
Jeremy Chin might be interesting too. And then I want to grab Joey Bosa.
Yeah, he's on a new defense, new just everything about. You guys are so nice to me. Why are you guys being so nice? And you know what? He's productive.
There's Snead on Tennessee is going to be great. Yeah.
I don't know why y'all just handing it up to me. So after Anthony get his Derek Stingley, Philadelphia with Hassan Reddick, I got Gregory Rousseau. I already did the 9th. I'm on.
So we're at Chin and then Bosa.
So,
Snead. Now we got White come up picked.
So let me appear on YouTube. So Kadani comes in here and says, "My bad, Your Highness. Yes, I have been for the channel for 3 years now, and I should have known this. Has it been 3 years? I think we're climbing up on. Has it? I don't know. It seems shorter than that. I don't know. But hey, little did I know the only guy out of 150 people would show up and does a free agency workout with Shades and becomes a teammate and a great friend. That's awesome, man.
Oh, that made me cry a little bit. You guys are cool. And Anthony heard us talk about Simmons and somehow he still grabbed him.
I was talking about Isaiah.
He did Jeffrey Simmons from Tennessee. Okay,
he did Jeffrey. Yeah.
My bad. I just see Simmons.
Yeah. No, you're thinking. No, I don't know how Isaiah is so just ranks so.
You just don't pick him. That's the thing. Even though Team 5 who left.
Yeah, exactly. Like why? 2 defensive linemen, right? And 3 and 3. Okay.
Yeah, and then you just getting backups. That works. Okay. That's one guy off my list.
I mean, I had to go with Fred Warner, and I realized I have Warner and Greenlaw. They like to both get hurt, so at least I have both of them there. I think I could just throw in the other guy if he gets hurt. I don't know, but I typically don't do that.
I have
but it happens.
4 guys that are both D lineman and linebacker positions.
Yeah.
So that makes you feel good about life.
So I'm okay with that. But overall, we'll talk. We'll talk about the Brandon Ayuk after this when we're done. So I know we were in the middle of it.
Come on.
But here at the 10th spot, we started off with the turnaround going back to from 10 to 1. All right. Went with Jeremy Chin and Brian grabbed Joey Bosa.
I hate him.
I surprised you went there. I don't like him either. He barely shows up. Give me your 2 games and then he disappears.
He's the backup, so it's what you're doing.
I guess. There's other talent out there but hey, you know what? I'm not judging you. But I am. So I got L'Jarius Sneed here at the 10. Philadelphia grab because you're white. And then here at Anthony at the turnaround with the 10-10 and the 11-1. Grab Dexter Lawrence and Jeffrey Simmons. I'm back on the clock here for the 12 spot. So let's see here.
No, that's not what I thought you were gonna get. Okay, that was interesting. I thought I knew where you're gonna go. I said, oh, okay.
You thought I was gonna get Jewel, huh?
I did.
I was looking at him.
The fact that you knew that.
I was looking at him. I ain't gonna lie. But I felt like I got Greenlaw, Luvu, Cooper, Singleton, and Warner. Should be. I feel like, see, for me, DBs are so hard to justify that I don't mind getting extra.
Because you need to have someone, and they can all get hurt. They can all get hurt. They can all have terrible years at the same time.
That, or they have just an off year, and it happens. They just disappear sometimes. They're so hard. So, again, started with the 111 or the 11-1. Jeffrey Simmons, with Anthony, Philadelphia with Blankenship. I went with Greenlaw. Brian went with Bryce Young, and Tua got.
No, I went with Byron Young. So Byron Young from the Rams.
Right.
And the idea is Aaron Donald's gone. Someone has to take up all these snaps and everything. I'm hoping that he takes some of the stuff.
I said Bryce, my bad. And then 2 with Eric Kendricks and EJ Speed at the turnaround at the 12. And then starting off the 12 after him went with Aba Katie, defensive lineman out of Atlanta for Brian.
Yep.
And I went with Dexter Hill, Philadelphia with Turner out of LA Rams. Anthony at the turnaround with Bentley. They're at the 12-10. And we're doing the 13th pick right now. So see what we do here. Overall, it's not looking too bad.
No team screams to me like there was a problem. There's no problems.
Oh, he's there. You know what? I love this man. This man is always productive every year, no matter what team he plays for. And he's always a good solid backup.
Oh, Drew Tranquil. Yeah.
He's my guy. I like him. He's low-key one of my favorite players, man. Every year for IDP, he just shows up. Hey, I'm here. He's like the Kyle Duggar of linebackers.
I feel like you forget about him, and then all of a sudden you need somebody, and he's there.
Yeah, and he's doing like hot fire. I'm like, oh, you know what? He's averaging 6 to 12 points somewhere, like probably 8 points at least average. I'll pick him, depending on how the league settings are. But overall,
I'm surprised we get so many older players are being picked and not more young players. In my mind, I'm always thinking Dynasty. So, like, I go with the younger guy over the older guy most times.
It's just the problem with defenses is these guys have to establish. It's not like offense. Offense, they could just plug them in and play. Where defense, sometimes it takes a linebacker 2-3 years to finally get that spot.
Even see the damn field.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You don't believe me? Ask Nakobe Dean.
Yeah. Yeah. It happens. I don't understand it either, but it's just the way the position goes. All right. Oh, they're all gone.
Yeah, everywhere you're looking right now, this is getting real.
I'm surprised he was there. Give me Darren Payne. Give me Darren Payne. All right, catch up on here. Dan Reed being crazy. Derpy coming in here and says, we have a trade. Ryan Poles trade to the Steelers. Get Derpy, get out of here.
Well, how about just Ryan Poles just trace himself right now?
Get out of here, Derpy. Get out of here with your madness. I'm gonna get my last defensive line here. Watch out. So you went with your last with Turner. Okay. And then Nixon's going to be the number 1 returner. We'll see here. Honestly, I messed up. I didn't even care about return, to be honest. I forgot about that. We were doing return yards.
Yeah, that's going to be a big point.
Oh, well. Oh, well. But let's see here. At the 12, Anthony went with Bentley. And then Philadelphia went with Turner there. I grabbed Dexter Hill.
Let's go, team! Let's go!
Mine with Ibikady. EJ Speed and Kendricks went at the 11 and 12 spot there, or the 11 and 12 spot, yes. And he also finished his last second 13 and 14 with Granderson. Oh crap, I'm back. I'll just finish off this. I'll just finish this up. Yeah. I'll do that right there. I'll be okay with that. All right. So 11 spot, 12 spot, 13. Granderson. Brian went with Stevenson. I went with Drew Tranquil. And Philadelphia went with Nixon. So definitely a good returner. So yeah, you're mentioning that here in chat. You definitely a good returner. I noticed that last year that he was pretty much getting a smash ton of return yards. So good pick there. Anthony finished off his draft pick, and I'll just name these last 3 picks: Jalen Ramsey, Nate Wiggins, and Jordan Sweat. And then for the 14th pick and 15th pick for Philadelphia, he went with Hicks and Jones. So Marcus Jones, also another good return guy. So
that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, that's a good return guy right there.
Mm-hmm. I screwed up, and I didn't even think about return. So we'll see how that flows. But I went Darren Payne and Jordan Battle there at the end as my last 2 picks. Brian went with Tuipulotu out of LA Chargers, and then Johnson out of Buffalo as a DP.
Taron Johnson.
Yeah. So Tua got himself Wilson and Cox. So at his last 2 picks. So overall, man, not bad. If you were drafting with us, if you want to jump in, we'll go over your team. I don't care. But we'll see. Let me throw this in there real quick. Yeah. Elmo in there. Okay. All right. Good job. Good for you.
That was so funny.
Stupid. I sometimes have you ever done these mock drafts on your own time when have you ever done them yet?
I sit on my phone sometimes, just do a mock draft like when I'm about to go to sleep.
Like I see the chat, man, and it's like I love these guys, man. This community is different. Like it's different from ESPN, NFL, and MFL. All of those, they're all different. Sleeper has so much expressions that these people are just clowns, man. And then when if you ever get a notification of a player got cut or if a player got traded or something, boy, the jokes are just insane. Like somebody got traded, right? And then somebody will throw in there like the chat's going so fast, nobody's gonna see that I'm this, and that. Or like, oh yeah, they got traded. Yeah, my wife traded me for whoever this too. Like that's just stupid stuff, man. It is hilarious. It is so freaking hilarious. All right, so Zion coming in saying hold on. Saying I locked the last 2 DBs with the top 2 returners, so I'm set. Yeah, that's if they still return, man.
Exactly. And you don't know what's going to happen, how the return's going to change. That's why I didn't focus on it.
I expect they would be return man, but if we'll see.
No, I'm
Again,
telling you, as we talked about, third string running backs are going to
are
be huge
they're being
on
devised
these teams.
right now. It seems like a lot of coaches are throwing that way, which is weird. Like they're utilizing these as plays, like faster paced plays. So
Now
we'll
imagine
see.
you get kicked off to your third string running back and you run a counter, or you run pulling your center and your tackle are pulling. That's how the position will be put it on the field. You pull it and you're going to the left. So you have an overload of linemen on one side. You maybe have linemen on your kickoff because you don't have to worry about on the 20-yard line. Maybe you have your faster athletic guys there. Knocking someone out and going up.
Of course, Anthony always got to give us an excuse for a pick every draft, right? You always got to have one, don't you? Right? There's always one where you just got to be like, you know what? I forgot. I didn't want to do this. I'm always out of time. It was your last pick, so it don't matter. It don't matter. And you were the first pick. How you had this whole time around this turnaround, and you, Anthony, I don't want to hear that. I ran out of time on my last pick of the draft. Anthony, you were sitting at the 101, and the 15th pick, you had all 14th pick. Like you had to wait for the turnaround.
All day for the turnaround.
You should have had two players. Yeah, should have had two players ready to go. Don't tell me you didn't have time. Freaking Anthony, I love giving him crap. Just want to say thank you to everyone who came to my mock and please let me. Yeah, of course. So Zion runs his own Discord. He has crazy ideas in his league. So
hey Zion, I tried to jump into your Discord. It wouldn't let me.
Did you ask the permissions? There might be permissions. I do it through PC.
I do it through PC.
So I feel like joining Discord is just so much easier on PC rather than the phone. The phones, it's whatever. But he does have like 3 or 4 different leagues in there, I believe, and you can get updates on your own channels and stuff. But Zion seems to love his fantasy football. So if you want ideas, we might have him here coming soon, giving more ideas to our madness. So Anthony, his excuse is, it's hard on the turnaround. Everybody in my queue was drafted.
But you should know enough players off the top of your head to say, okay, I know I want to look for this position. At least know your own team. I'm just saying, your own team. There's guys that I know I would have drafted, but I couldn't because I already know I have enough of those guys. You could have grabbed one of them.
No. Anthony, have you ever gone to mock draft with us without having an excuse for a player you didn't? Every mock draft, this man's always has one pick he didn't like. Oh, sorry guys, I was under.
So it wasn't me.
I was under a tunnel on my jog, and a truck almost hit me and swerved, and I had to avoid my pick that round. Or I went to the hospital because the bike was halfway up my ass or something. I don't know. Like, Anthony, I love you, man, but you have you ever completed a whole draft with us?
So a meteor fell right in front of me and broke up my signal, so I wasn't able to get the last one in. So
right. A UFO landed in my backyard. I had to go greet the aliens. So sorry I missed my draft pick. I get it, Anthony. You're just mystery of a bunch of wonders that show up around your mock draft time, right? So, Zion says excuses are like assholes. Everyone. So try again. It should have let you. He says try again.
Yeah, I'm trying it right now.
Okay. But I joined it. I'm not going to be too active on it right now, Zion, until we probably get closer to the season. Unless you recommend me looking at something that you want me to look at. But yeah, not to be rude or anything. I'm just gonna try and I'll join it and then I'll look at it eventually when I got the time. So he says nobody asked you, Brian. Yeah, look, it's just he's so you heard that, Anthony?
Hey, Brian, my Crohn's are better than half your team, so I'm just letting you know.
Take his All right, so here's what we'll
Just
do.
kidding, man.
We'll do Anthony's team right now.
And then we can do Lando since they're saying, look at it. Why not?
Who's
He said Lando's a good guy. Look at his team. So
Lando? Okay.
Yeah.
Is he okay, well, Lando's new. Is he here? I'm assuming he's watching, right? Who recommended Lando?
Zion.
Okay. All right. So do you want to go over it? Do you want I'll
We could talk about some of this because I think it's interesting. Full Sailor Lucan, of course, is great. That's no question. And then TJ Edwards, a tackling machine, another guy who's going to put up big numbers. But how do you feel about Winfield in the third round?
He's solid.
Are you sure you're going to get the point tall because he is good?
Yeah, but he's also like not. He's a safety though. He's not going to be avoided like a corner. So I like Winfield. What's funny is it was either him or Jalen Petrie that I almost traded for last year. So, I like him. I don't mind him being in the third round. You got yourself a solid DB, and like I said, DBs are very hard to come by because you don't know how well they're going to hit. Sometimes, like I said, they have an off year, the coaching changes, and then they just don't use them in those packages. Winfield's so good that he's an all-around DB as a safety, and that's a safe choice. And it looks like he grabbed him and then filled in the rest of his roster as you let us know what they are. And we'll get to the rest of the DBs.
All right, so he goes Quay Walker, linebacker out of Green Bay. I hate Green Bay. Hate everything about Green Bay, but Quay Walker is a good pick. Overall, that makes some sense. But then going Junior Colson in the fifth. As we talked about with young linebackers, you don't know if they're going to play right away. But if anyone's going to play, it's going to be the person going to a team where your coach from college is the head coach of the new team. That's a good play.
That guy, I think Colson and Cooper. Who's the other one? And Patrick Wilson. I think those three are probably the one safe linebackers that are probably going to have the closest, safest chance to actually play this year on the rookie year. So I'm not hating it here because he already got Fusay Lucan, Edwards, and Quay Walker ahead of him. Now,
works because you go. I'm saying, well, you have Harbaugh,
right? But had he gone Colson sooner than Walker and Edwards, like I don't think I would have liked that. But he has his three linebackers established, and they're not all like, I feel that's okay.
Okay. Then you go Khalil Mack, which it says linebacker, but it's really picking him as a defensive lineman.
He's D-lineman. Get out.
Yeah, he's defensive lineman.
Michael Parsons. I don't care what you say. That man hasn't played. He gets like 10 plays on linebacker now.
He doesn't rush the quarterback like 4 times a year. So whatever. Whatever. Okay. I hate Chris Jones, but he's a good player. I just hate him because every time he's supposed to pop off, he doesn't. And as soon as you put him on the bench, he scores 30 points. He pisses me off. But whatever. I mean, at this point, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th round. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. What do you feel like about Love from Seattle?
I think there's a lot of cooks there. There's a lot of cooks.
You don't know if he's going to be playing?
He's going to play. He's going to start. The issue is there's a lot of talent there. Like, and it's funny because I just did Seattle this morning. And so right now it's like kind of fresh in my memory. So there's a lot of cooks there. I think this defense is going to do really good. I would not be surprised. And look, we all refer them to the Legion of Boom, and I'm just going to make it easier for everybody to compare it to them. All right, okay? Because that is over. But I didn't say that on there because it was a Seattle episode. It was more hype. But now that we're talking about all 32 teams, I don't have to be so biased as much. But the Legion of Boom is done. you can compare and get something as close as you can, but that'll always be the comparison to what people want and what people want to see, right?
Yep.
This team has potential to be as close, have their own identity. This team is fairly like the coaching and the staff, everything is like it's fairly like revamped in the last 2 years since Pete Carroll just go ahead and retire, like it's just done. So I think Love is going to have a good impact here.
I wonder if Devin Witherspoon takes some of Love's, even though Witherspoon's playing corner and Love is playing strong safety, who's someone you usually blitz. Witherspoon blitzed so often last year, so that means your strong safety has to play back. So
but that also gives good pass deflections, though.
That's true. That's true. If it gets there, because I like Rashawn Jenkins and Woolen too. So, yeah,
I think that he'll be fine. Again, like kind of similar to what you said. He's got Witherspoon there. It's going to be a lot of mouths to feed there as defense, and they're all going to try and get theirs, right? Like they all want their pick sixes eventually at some point in the end of the season, right? Everybody wants theirs, and I get it. It's a good feeling. It's good stats. It's fun as hell, and you showboat. I Love when I look at him. A good safety is only as good as his corner. If his corner's good, the safety can work with them, and if they build good chemistry together, oh my god! Now, if the corner sucks, if the corner sucks, a lot of people look at that way. It's like, okay, well, the safety's gonna have to do more work. Yes, true. He also probably get burnt out more. Not burnt as in like per se like outran, but I'm just saying like burnt out as like gassed. Like
that means you have to help in that pass game. You have to be out there as a safety, helping on every single play, no matter what. You can't worry about that island,
Right. Sometimes the whole defense has to shift a little bit, where more like where you could shift the DBs to one side. Sometimes that has to happen. So they kind of bring them into that nickel. So he doesn't have to do that. So it'll be interesting. Again, that defense is going to be talented, and I'm excited to see what they do.
All right. Derek Brown, I'm going to tell you, I know you probably like him. I don't like it at all.
Okay.
In the ninth round. He does get about 50 snaps. I don't think he's a playmaking guy. That's just my opinion. I don't think he makes enough plays for me.
He came in as this high-powered prospect, and he's kind of like died down. I don't like it there at the 9th.
Mm-hmm. If you would told me he got him in the 13th round, I probably would shut up. I don't like it at the 9th. I think there's too much talent still there.
But
even when you look around him, like you got Stingley and Rashawn Gary, I don't think Brown is on the same level as those guys.
The problem with the Panthers last year is they didn't have enough snaps to run the defense. Like they would have, like you're right, 50 to 60 snaps average. Yep. Like some games they would have a good 72, but sometimes it was like 50 to 60, depending on how if any of the defensive linemen there on Carolina, D tackles. Okay, this is not including Brian Burns and Gross Matos.
Yeah.
Okay, like I'm talking about just D tackle. He was the most used.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
So
if there was a D tackle position, that's great. But because you're now going against your defensive your defensive linemen could be an end who's going to have more sacks, going to have more opportunities for tackles. A good defensive lineman, good defensive tackle can only have 34 tackles. So like taking him in the 9th round is, I don't know, not the greatest thing for me.
I don't like. I don't know. I do like him though. I think he's good. I know you're not as high on him as much as I am, but I think it's interesting. Just because of the line already that he's established. I think for that pick to be there at the 9th was more of a safety key than anything because of Chris Jones. Brown's going to be there 95 to 100% of the time.
I just would hate to have a team with both those guys on there and then go through a couple of weeks where no one scores.
Rolling the dice, my guy. Lando, you like playing with fire. I love it. You rolling the dice. Hopefully one of them will hit. Will it be Jones?
That's what you gotta hope. Yeah.
Will it be Brown this week? I don't know. But one of them will hit at some point, and the problem is you're starting them both.
Yeah.
Because on this
Yeah.
league, there's only 2 down linemen, 3 linebackers, 3 DBs. So at that point, it becomes who's playing who. Like if week 15 you're playing this team, or week 7 they're playing that team, and whoever has the better matchup that's what I'm going to come down to.
Yeah, because you're probably going to play on Khalil Mack most of the time in defensive line, and then you have either Chris Jones or Brown in.
Doesn't Walker have that option too? Or used to?
Quay used to. I don't know what Quay does have right now. I'm not sure.
No, he used to. I remember he used to.
So he's only linebacker now.
Yeah, so could put Khalil Mack there, which is fine.
Yeah, but you do have 2 IDP, as Zion says. You do have 2 IDP, but you're not playing a defensive tackle at IDP.
That's
you're just not. Yeah, that's
true.
Yeah. But and speaking of 2 IDP players, Jermaine Johnson's a very interesting pick in the 10th round. I like it. I think he had a real breakout type of season. I think he can make a lot of plays. His snap count continued to go up. I mean, he averaged 50, 60 snaps a game. So I think this is a good pick.
Yeah, he made Pro Bowl. So I like that pick right there. I like it.
And then we AJ Espinoza. I guess,
I was thinking the same thing, man. I felt like, I don't know.
Exactly, though. That's what it is. Maybe, I guess.
I just felt like we'll move on because I like his other D line.
It's like, why? But yeah, no. If you want to go back, so and then we know Holland was hurt. He's a good pick for Miami. That works. Tyler Nubin.
He's gonna have to do more now.
Yep, he's gonna start. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be that other guy on the end. So I mean, and you probably going to avoid Ramsey. So why not? I'm okay with that. Tyler Nubin. Giants suck at defense. That means he's gonna be on the field a lot. So as a rookie, you don't know what you got, but you're taking a stab in the dark.
He could pop off, but that's 13th round. So
at this point, you're just taking it. You're taking those. Mm-hmm. But Kwity Paye, I like Kwity Paye. I think that was a very good pick. I like Kwity Paye more than I like Brown.
All of them. No, I'll say them all. I like Kwity Paye more than his entire D line. I like Kwity Paye.
That was a good pick. It even says defensive player rankings number 8 defensive end. I like Kwity Paye. It made perfect sense. That was a good pick, especially getting in the 14th round.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I just feel like it was an interesting draft. Interesting draft. So and then he got Huff there at the end. So
Bryce Huff. I mean,
yeah. So overall, like he's very other than his D line. I don't know. I think he'll be fine everywhere else. Everywhere else, fine. It's his D line. It wouldn't surprise me if Kwity Paye and Epinesa are his best ones.
No, I agree. I think he's end up going Kwity Paye and Khalil Mack a lot, or you put Khalil Mack at IDP, and then you put Espinoza or
Brown.
Brown, because you don't know what you'll give with Jones, but Jones could get you a 30-point because he could get you a lot of sacks from defensive line, or he's gonna get you 0 points at all, and you won't know he's even there.
Yeah, it's
roll the dice, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
You got a lot of
everything else. I love his linebackers. His DBs are good, and it's his D line that I just could have reached somewhere else. But I'm not entirely hating it. It can't be. I don't think it's going to be bad. It's just very risky. Very risky.
I don't see this as a league-winning team, but I think it's good.
Really?
I don't think it's a league-winning team. I've seen.
You don't think so? Is it the Colson pick that kind of was too early for you? Is that what it is?
I think Colson's too early. I think your defensive line is tough. I don't think Chris Jones as being your star defensive lineman is a great pick. I don't think the D line is that deep either. And you don't have a lot of guys who have multiple uses that you could put at linebacker or defensive line or at IDP that could all get you different type of points. So I think it's a good, solid team, but it's like in this league, I would think he ends up being 5th.
Okay. Okay. I kind of agree with what with his boy Zion said here. Love his last two DLs, but they are value picks. But yeah, deal, yeah, and you never
Yeah.
know. Like maybe those two will be good for him.
And then
But
pops off, and then we all shut up.
I just feel like like Fusei Luokan. I don't care what you say, man. He's the best one. I
I
don't
think
care what you say. Yes,
TJ Edwards is also exceptional.
I don't care what you say. I will take him over TJ Watt and Michael Parsons because he's not injured all the time like TJ Watt. And Fusei Luokan actually is
He's gonna play.
everywhere.
Yeah, he's gonna
Unlike
play all
Micah
the time.
Parsons is stuck at the end. So, and Micah Parsons needs that sack in order to, but once he gets the sack, then hey, points adjust, and then that's why what makes Micah Parsons because he
Mhm.
doesn't look. Let's be honest, the man doesn't play free linebacker as much anymore. He plays DN. Like let's just say that. All right, Fusei Lukan
100%.
is literally there everywhere in their face, up on the DBs, up on the QB, all at the running back, all at the same time. I don't know. This dude's the magic man,
But the
and he
reason why
and
you
he's
go TJ Watt, Micah Parsons, because once again they have the defensive line plus linebacker eligibility, so that kind of pushes you
yeah,
up. Even though who's the best, Fusei Lukan's the best, but you can play him in so many different places when you got Micah Parsons. When you have TJ Watt, who's going to get you 23 sacks. You could play him at the IDP position and then still have your team out there. So I understand why you go there.
yeah. I don't know. I think he's very top heavy. I think he'll be fine. I think Colson will actually play enough, so I don't think it's too bad. But I'm not putting him right away because you got Walker and Edwards and Fusei Lukan, Winfield and Love. I just think that you know he could
Yeah,
he
no,
could, he could make playoffs. It's only a 10-man league. He could be all right. He'll be all right. We'll see. Fusei Lukan's probably going to be his main key there. So Zion actually says comes as the most risky pick that can win your league is TJ Watt. Yeah, exactly. He could be gone for this entire
boom
season,
bust. Yeah.
or win you the league. So like if he doesn't get hurt, boom, best DL line. Yep, next to Max Crosby. Yep. But if he's hurt, boom, you're down. So yeah, exactly. Trust me. Our Mark knows
As
all
Mark.
about that. Mark knows all about that. So we have captains inserted into our leagues, and the 1 year he doesn't put him as a captain, he pops off. So yeah, I think Parsons got exposed last year. He still had decent games. He still got yeah, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I think that now teams are planning for him. He's not just
Yeah,
able to go
he was
be this
double teamed
great.
a lot. He was double
Exactly.
teamed a lot.
And he's not a big guy to be double teamed. Like Miles Garrett gets double teamed every play, double or triple teamed every play, and you're chipping with your back.
Right.
That's what you're getting. Mike Parsons is not that guy.
Yeah. So all right. So Lando, I hope you're watching. If not, that sucks because we spent a lot of time on your team. We don't normally do that. Usually we do with the new individuals, newcomers that come in, and we kind of like just kind of evaluate them.
He's
As for
definitely on
Anthony,
because we got the green dot on him, so he's definitely on.
yeah, he should still be. He's got the green dot. So Anthony, I think he's back on his phone. So and he's still here. So Anthony with TJ Watt, Kayvon Thibodeau, Burns as basically his D line because
Yep.
we know TJ Watt's probably going to be one of his down linemen. And then got Dexter Lawrence and Jeffrey Simmons to finish off his line. I like his line so far. I like his front line. He has 5, even maybe 6 potential guys here, even though he didn't want Sweat. You have
still a decent pick.
6 good defensive line that you could put there. Yes, that includes TJ Watt because why? He has that eligibility. As for linebackers, I'll mention him again, TJ Watt, because he has that eligibility. Walker, CJ Mosley, and Bentley.
I
CJ
love
Mosley,
CJ Mosley.
as old as he is, man,
At the 7th round, you got CJ Mosley, dude.
he's a monster. Walker, I think, is going to be popping off this year finally. I know he was like the first overall draft pick and blah blah blah, and I hate that pick. I will always forget. ever hate that pick.
Well, you see where Walker's being drafted, and you see where Hutchinson's being drafted. That tells you enough.
Yeah, but I'm hoping that he finally is what they drafted him to be. Again, he's playing behind talented linebackers before him. What scares me is that Chad Muma had more impact plays than him.
Mm-hmm.
Like snaps, not as much, but Chad Muma still got like it's just irritating to me. I don't like it. So hopefully,
So in
Walker,
fantasy, that makes a lot of sense because in fantasy, you're looking. I need points. I need you to do something.
Yeah. So this guy was just averaging tackles, and it's fine. Like he's out there, he's doing his job. Like NFL perspective, they're keeping him. He's good. He's doing what he's supposed to do. But for fantasy, it's a little frustrating because you know he can be how good he can be. So
yeah.
But linebackers, Walker hopefully does good, but TJ Watt and CJ Mosley. If I'm looking at this team, you probably have Walker at or Watt as your linebacker spot, and probably have Thibodeau and Burns as your flex type players. But then Jeffrey Simmons, I think you're going to have Jeffrey Simmons involved in there because, damn, you went after the entire Giants line, my guy. So week 10 or whatever week they're done, like, what are you going to do?
Nothing.
Because he has to play Simmons and Sweat and Watt that same week when the Giants are on a bye week. So that I don't like. They're all good. Don't get me wrong. I love the Giants line is going to be amazing this year. That's going to be awesome.
That's going to be the highlight of the team. That's going to be the thing that carries them.
The problem is they're all in the same bye week. So, yeah, I don't know. What are you going to do that week? Take a loss that week? I mean, you could.
Yeah, but also you're looking at even his linebackers is just not deep. He's just not deep at linebacker. And when you're playing 3 and you have 2 IDP, you sometimes want to have a little bit more options at the linebacker. And you're not crazy players on a DB. I mean, you don't know what Ramsey or Wiggins is going to be. I like Stingley. Gonzalez coming off an injury.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a good team. It could be.
And McDuffie, yeah.
Yeah.
So I love his line.
Yeah.
I love his line. Like this is the opposite of Lando.
It's the exact opposite. Yeah, you're right.
He has a really good line, but for the rest of the team, it's linebacker wise that scares me. Like I think I probably would have swapped out some of these DBs.
You went linebacker.
Maybe one of these DBs for a linebacker just to kind of get a little bit closer to depth chart per se. But I don't know. See what Anthony says. Also, Johnny, who's next to Lando, is a journalist. He's a pretty cool guy. Glad he could make it. Okay. So, Janny Breeze right here. Okay. And then Lando watched a little, I promise. Okay, all right. Well, hey. Also, my buddy Jake is watching. Like, damn, can we do another mock draft where I can get in? We'll do one. We'll probably do another one. We'll probably do one next week, Wednesday for sure. So yeah, if you get in, I'll throw the link in chat. Just be sure you click on it. If you're doing it on a computer, perfect. Have it on another monitor and then draft on your phone. That's probably the best way to do it. Otherwise, you're flipping through screens and then you got to flip through. Yeah. Unless you have like what Galaxies have, and you can square it down to a little small screen and have a little screen. Yeah. So Lando says friends don't call me the gambler for nothing. Hey, well,
hope you don't crap out.
You are gambling here with your line, my guy. So I like it. So, all right, what's up, Fractal Rain? How are you doing? Welcome in. Did you draft with us? So yeah,
no routine. But yeah. What do you think about let's go Zions? Why not?
All right. So the man who made the room knows all the rules and kind of like that's the best thing to do. Like the rules. I personally just completely forgot about kick return yards, and I was just drafting. I was paying attention to chat, the show. So we'll see. So we went with I'll let you read this one.
So we got Hutchinson and Hunter. I think are interesting having both of those, and then we got Turner later for the Rams. But those are his 3 main linemen. Then we go linebacker. So we have Al-Shaair, we got Wilson, Pace, Spillane, Hassan Reddick. I mean, he's went ham on the linebackers. It's a Kazir White. You got Hicks, right? Jordan Hicks.
That's not bad.
So those are all of them are playmaking linebackers. They're not all first name people. I think Al-Shaair was a little bit early. I think even the same thing with Logan Wilson, but they're playmaking
I don't know
linebackers.
Wilson, man. I think Wilson's probably about right.
I think Wilson. I thought he could have got something.
Honestly, I would have probably went third with Wilson
more than Al-Shaair because I think Shair's a fifth.
So Shaair just got to Houston, right? So
yeah,
as good as he is, he just left Tennessee. He's going to Houston. I think he's going to be basically the main playmaker there. But I love Logan Wilson, and trust me, I like him a lot. I've tried getting him, but unfortunately, he's on a team where he's just a bad. The trade partnership isn't as good. It's not a good chemistry between us, and I can never get anything solid. I'm always denied on every trade request I've ever sent him. I never get it. So I tried getting Wilson and Parsons together, and it's just I've given up. I just give up. Like sometimes you just can't get it. But I do like Wilson.
I think what I love most about this team right now is that how young they are.
Yeah.
I don't think he has a guy over 30 years old. Well, besides Hassan Reddick. Well, Hassan Reddick's only 29, right? So I don't think he has a guy over 30 years old.
Hassan Reddick's up there. Well, Jordan Hicks might be too.
And so Jordan Hicks is 31. So he wait till the second to last round. Hassan Reddick is 29. He's 29 now.
So
but he went very young with a lot of this stuff.
Dropping a like. Hell yeah, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Always.
Throwing a like. Like it.
Okay, he also went Cameron Bynum, Minnesota, like that. Bland, yeah, Blankenship. Reed Blankenship is gonna be interesting. You got Nixon from is that Green Bay? Yeah, Green Bay.
Yeah.
And then we got Marcus Jones. Once again, he got return yards, so he literally uses DBs. Like we're thinking about tackles and all that stuff. He's thinking about return yards with some of his guys. So he figured out, the cheat code and he's smart around it. So,
while the rest of us were probably just drafted for just a IDP mindset. So Anthony comes in here and says, is Reddick even going to start or is he going to play? So I think he's going to play. The Jets have interesting defensive, coordinator over there that kind of plays his linebackers and they rotate through them, especially with CJ Mosley kind of almost out the door. I have a feeling they grabbed Reddick for a reason. So if they keep him there, if Mosley decides to retire after this year, Reddick will just slide in. So I'm not too worried. I think it was just a bad year. They have bad years, guys. It's just that's IDP. It's less predictable than it is offense. That's why I like it.
I like Hassan Reddick because I think the Jets didn't have this prolific pass rush last year. They really just did not. And if you're the one guy, once again, being able to focus on this with a good defensive tackle push and great linebacker play around you, I think he's a good fit for there. And I think that he will play. And yeah, I think it works really well. I mean, Reddick asking for a new deal. He has to play. He's going to play. He's going to prove himself, right? I mean, he didn't have a good year. As we just said, he didn't have a good year. He's going to prove himself. So I think that works for him. And I don't think any team's going to really sign to a big money deal being 29 years old.
So Fractional Range says, hey, Lando there as LB4 sounds like money. Look, I do like him. I do really like him. Don't get me wrong. But typically, and I'm just saying, like most linebackers, rookie linebackers, it takes them at least a season or two to justify themselves into the system. Like at number 4, and if this is Dynasty, yeah, I like it. It's a good pick. But the problem is this year, I don't know. Like, let's take Drew Sanders and Jack Campbell last year, okay? Both of them.
You check, yeah.
Jack Campbell didn't do much. I think he barely broke the 90 port tackle, but he's not the league winner his rookie year, and he was the best one. I think, and Brian, you could probably
easily
say this
because he was my
more than me.
linebacker.
Like,
Yeah, he didn't get a lot of points. You will be surprised by he only averaged about 7 or 6 to 7 points for in our our scoring system.
Right, but we have point per tackle, so ours is kind of different from what they're doing.
But regardless, I mean, it's still the same, comparison to everybody else. He was a middle tier linebacker.
They were the best.
I think he will be great. But
you and I had the best linebackers coming in and the draft, right? I took Drew Sanders because you took Jack Campbell. I was like, damn, he took Jack Campbell, so I had to go with Drew Sanders. Now I don't get him until freaking next year.
Next year already.
I don't even want to talk about that. Like, it sucks. I'm back to square one with linebackers. So rookie linebackers, and it doesn't happen often, and I hate it because they don't. Not everybody's Micah Parsons that just comes in and pops off rookie year. It just does. It's hard. But
we were surprised by Micah Parsons. We were surprised.
Yeah. As a 4, I don't like it, man. Because if we have 2 IDP spots and the 3 linebacker spots, I feel like this league should have been like eating all the linebackers. So I don't know. That's how I just feel about it. But you can say I'm wrong or I'm an idiot. That's totally fine. We all have our opinions. But I'm just saying how I feel about it. All right. So moving on for me, Zion says, for me, I love big play and tackle machines linebackers. I can't hate on them. They all complement one another. Plus, most of them can finish top 5 to 10, the rest of the top 15. So it's great. Love where I get Turner. He's so freaking good, perfect D-line for it.
The fact that you have a Kobe Turner, the question is, will he get the same opportunities with Aaron Donald not there? That is my one question for Kobe Turner. Everyone who plays opposite of Aaron Donald, everybody, look it up, has unbelievable sack years every single time. Now, can you do that when you're no longer getting single coverage all the time, or trying to be blocked with a tight end every single time? I don't know. So, is it still a value play? Let's pick at a 12th round. Hell yeah. Great. Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth the pick.
Yeah, so I like his team. He has good playmakers. Byron, I don't say Byron, but Venom, he just did really good for Minnesota. I think he's gonna do probably put those same numbers again. I don't know if he's gonna have another repeat of a good season like that again. It's hard to do, but he can do it. Same with Bland. But
I don't know if Bland can hit that again. I don't.
They're good. They're good, and Blankenship's always involved as well. So you have your 3 DBs there, and clearly Nixon and Jones are definitely your kick return mans, because we know Nixon won't even sniff the field outside of kick returns until the injury happens.
Till 2 injuries happen.
Yeah, so definitely he went after a kick return. He's gonna throw him in his flex probably more than likely, but that's his strategy, and it probably will work out for him, because the rest of us were all not even
Who's
thinking
a
about
good player. Yeah.
So that alone might get him this league. So yeah, I'm not hating this team, man. I'm not. Honestly, it's probably the winner, to be honest.
With kick return, not knowing what kick returns are, yeah, it's probably the smartest one.
His first 8 picks are really good. All key playmakers, and they're all starting.
Well, I can say the same thing about you.
I wasn't even going to do my team. I was going to.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but you talking about first. I mean, I can say the same thing about yours. Garrett Warner, Bates, Singleton, Carter, Cooper, Baker, Frankie Louisville's probably going to do the same thing. Russo, the Darius Sneed in the 10th round. Greenlaw. Come on, I mean, I'm just even getting Payne and Tranquil. Like, everyone that works. It works, and you have 10 starters out of 15. 12 starters out of 15 starting guys.
I feel like after my 12th pick, it was like
whatever.
Yeah, kind of, not really, but kind of. Only because I knew they're involved. So, but who else is here? Tua, are you still here? What the Tua's? Break his. So yeah, I want to. Well, Screw
Okay.
the D line now.
Yeah,
You just say
we don't need
who
D-line,
needs
man.
D-linemen? God damn, Jesus. Granderson and Cox, done. That's it. All right, guys, don't get injured, and you're playing on your bye weeks. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah. One of these linebackers are going to have to go away eventually to get himself some D lines at some point.
I mean, I was looking like no one has dual availability. Like, you look at these; these are all middle linebackers.
Yeah, but he did
Except
go
for
linebacker
Highsmith.
Highsmith.
Highsmith has.
I thought he
defensive
lost
line.
it last season.
He has it right now.
Oh, you're right. There you go. I thought he lost it. Okay, you're right.
But that's the only one.
Williams, I'm thinking of the wrong Williams, right? Yep. I still think he'll end up giving up one of these linebackers for a D line. And it can't be EJ Speed.
It's going to be someone like Troy Anderson.
No, I don't even think Anderson's very involved. Kendricks might be the one, depending on. No, not even him.
No, because they need him at linebacker.
That's going to be a tough decision. Yeah, I don't know. All these linebackers play a good amount of snaps. Wow, dude.
I don't know. EJ Sneed, he made a lot of plays last year. I don't know what you could do. I just hate his defensive line.
Indianapolis's line?
No, I hate Tua's.
Tua's line. I was like, how do you hate dude? Indiana's gonna be good. Their line is amazing.
If your answer is Fletcher Cox and Granderson, probably don't know the question.
Keep up somewhat.
He's in and out. He's okay, and then Fletcher Cox is 100 years old. Fletcher Cox is literally 100 years old. I feel like I played with Fletcher Cox. Like, it's just he's old as hell.
So, I think one of these linebackers are gonna have to give up their spot eventually, and you're gonna hit waiver wires here soon. Because your DBs are legitimate. Oh no.
Duggar, Petrie, Chin. I'm hoping Chin becomes what I think he is.
If not, that might be the guy he gets rid of.
Yeah. You'll know within the first 3 weeks.
If he hasn't done anything, might have to cut your loss and go get yourself another D lineman. Because I hope Chin, man. I really hope. He's so athletic and he did so good his first year. And then his second year, he got hurt.
He hasn't been the same since his, I think, second
they
year.
Didn't even involve him last year in the defense. The packages that they were running last year, because of different coordinator, he wasn't involved. But the times that he was involved, he was like hot fire. I was like, give this man more reps. I didn't understand it. He was also injured again last year, so I don't know.
See, maybe he's never got that thing with the team. You never really got that chemistry, and it just didn't work.
The fact is that he signed with Washington now, which is probably the most perfect team for him to revamp his career, because Washington has been struggle bus for DBs for many years. And Cameron Crow's there and Forster, they had their shining moments, but it's like they still need more. There's 4 at minimum that you need. So they like their safeties and they like to rotate them all. I don't understand it either, but I don't know what it is. Washington will load up all strong safeties and have 5 good ones and then have crap shoots for corners and free safeties. And then they're like, you know what? Hey, just rotate and then just hope the other guys are good. Look, Washington's an interesting team when it comes to DBs. I don't understand. I still will never forget that the fact they passed up on Christian Gonzalez. Ever. So it's just, I don't know. But I hope that he is involved this year. I think he's probably coming in as one of the most athletic ones there.
I mean, and he's going into a defense that's uses his skill set well.
Mm-hmm.
Every DB that ever plays for this coach is, look at Bland. You know what I'm saying? Look at Diggs. All of them. kill.
Yeah. So overall, Tua, it's your linebackers are solid. It's
Your defensive
your
line is awful.
defensive line is. I thought Lando's was interesting. No, yours is. It's not interesting. It doesn't even make interesting. It makes it like desperate needs.
Yeah,
So
you have to get to that scrap heap.
yeah. We'll see what's there, but again, this is why we do it, and maybe he just did it just because it's a mock draft. It don't count or whatever, but it's fine. I get it, but I'm gonna grade you anyways. Why? Because we're doing it now, and then here we are. So,
And most likely he's going to be in the league. So might as well
I
tell him that.
expect him to be in the league.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a few more of these, and then once we get closer to the end of July, we'll probably run the IDP league. Again, when we do these leagues with viewers, we don't do Dynasty, despite we are a Dynasty team. I just don't know how many viewers are going to come back and whatnot. And sometimes they don't show up till redraft time. And I like guys that come back. Whatever, that's whatever. But we'll do a redraft IDP league, and hopefully, also we do the slow draft because we're all busy and we're all adults. So we'll do a slow draft, and hopefully it works out with everybody. I think it usually lasts a couple days till everyone makes their final selections. Unless Tank ruins it, he likes to do that. I don't know why. It's his strategy to wait till the last hour. I don't know why he does that, but he does it.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton, to see if it works out for him.
Yeah, I know. And then he sucks. So I don't think it's working. So didn't he take last?
Yep, he definitely
like
did. It was awful. Like he went like 3 weeks without even having points. Like it was awful.
How did he do in the guillotine league we did 2 years ago?
He only lost to Mark.
He made the Super Bowl, right? With Mark.
He made the Super Bowl and then forgot to pick up any people on that
That's
last.
right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. I remember now. He would have had his official one Dynasty Pylon jersey, and I say official because he is the boss man. I gave him one for free. Yeah. He will be the only one with the 0, which is I think he has. We could change it to the 0 if he wants a single 0. I could do that. I'll have to ask him if he wants to double 0 the 0. So we'll see. But anyways, guys, do you want to do ours real quick or nah, not really?
Yeah, we can do ours real. I mean, let's do it. Take a couple minutes, whatever. Why not?
Okay, all right. We'll do mine and then we'll finish up on yours. So, as for linemen, I'll read it off and then you could just give what you think. Linemen, I went with Myles Garrett, Jalen Carter, Gregory Rousseau, and Deron Payne. But yeah,
you're young, you're athletic, and you have the best. Myles Garrett is the best defensive lineman in the world. It has been for years. So, and he's just steady.
We tend to agree on that a lot. It's kind of scary. But he is. Week 1, I guarantee you, week 1 never fails. He's your week 1 winner. It don't even matter. Week 1, Myles Garrett is on a whole nother Super Saiyan freaking level. Like, I swear, he's just so good week 1.
And then your linebackers are good, man.
So linebackers, I went with Fred Warner, Alex Singleton, Edgerrin Cooper, Frankie Luvo, and then Greenlaw, and then Drew Tranquil as well. So those are my linebackers there.
It's definitely a linebacker core that's more dynasty than it is today, because you're going to grow into a lot of it. And Drew Tranquil is a perfect backup. Greenlaw's great. Fred Warner's great, but you got 2 of them on the same team.
Yeah,
Cooper's going to grow into the position. I think he's going to be really good. I think he's going to be good immediately. I don't think you had to get him so early, but you get him Frankie Luvu kind of balances it out.
I got him there because, and despite of what, and rookie linebackers, I know, again, I don't like their rookie year, but again, Patrick Wilson, Junior Colson, and Edgerrin Cooper. It's scary at the same time, but those guys should make immediate impact. So that's why I
I
said
like
Orlando
Andrew
got
Cooper.
him
I
as the
do.
fourth guy. It's good. I just scared. Like, what if he doesn't pan out to be because he's still linebackers are so weird their first years, man. They're either hit or miss or they have to wait 2 years. But
Mhm.
Green Bay has nobody except for Walker.
That was,
And he doesn't even he plays more freaking edge than I don't know. I just felt like
well, Quay is the outside. I mean, was a strong side linebacker, whatever.
pretty much, yeah.
He does make a lot of tackles, but you're right. They need a middle linebacker.
Yeah. We don't have return yards in that though. So we'll see. We don't have return yards in that one. But yeah, I don't know. So
Linebackers
I
are
felt
okay.
like Frankie
I mean,
Louva was there and Greenlaw. I was like, all right, screw it. I'll just take him.
that's
They're
why
just
Louisville is a safety. So like even if Cooper something doesn't go well with him, you have Greenlaw. You're going to be able to recover regardless.
yeah.
And if he's great, he pops off, then you're really winning.
Yeah. Same with Patrick Wilson and Colson. Those three guys are kind of in the same boat in their teams. They should be playing, they should be starting, they should be doing good, and they should be popping off right away. But
To
again,
make sure you get that it's almost like a handcuff. But it's not the same team handcuff, but someone just in case you have this veteran guy
yeah,
as your backup.
yeah. Because I expected Jack Campbell to be amazing last year, and it was just
Okay.
it was okay. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't bad, but it was just like okay. Like he was a filler guy. Same with Drew Sanders, and that man never did anything.
He
And
didn't
he
even
was
get on the
probably the
field.
most athletic guy on that.
Couldn't even get on the field. I don't even know. So
All
you
right, and
don't
then
know what these guys.
yeah, and then my DBs, I went with Jesse Bates, Buda Baker, Jerry Sneed, Dexter Hill, and Jordan Battle. So
I love Bates and Ladarius Sneed, and then Buda Baker is always good. So those
like,
three, I feel like are just at all times. You're probably going to play all three of those all the time.
oh yeah, 100%.
You know.
Like, yeah.
My
So
question to you is, who's going to be your IDP player?
more than likely Cooper, depending on how well he does.
Mm-hmm.
Greenlaw for sure, and probably Dexter Hill. I felt like Dexter Hill had a very good run. He was one of the top DBs for multiple weeks last year, and then he kind of
Mm-hmm.
fell off towards the end. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen again because he was actually one of the I think top DB for the first couple of weeks.
I
And
just
then
feel like he was better inside with nickel than on the outside. So I do worry about him. Like they're going to put him at the outside cornerback, and I wonder how that's going to transition. But I mean, he did fine last year. He transitioned just fine. I don't know.
Yeah. Zion says Greenlaw. I don't know about, but your core is young. Yeah. So I felt like Louvu might be there a while. Cooper might be there a while. Singleton probably got a few more years. Like I just felt like Warner and Greenlaw just get hurt, and then one of them will still be there. So
One will always be there.
what?
One will always be there between
Yeah,
Warner and Greenlaw.
it's weird because between those two, it's like having your main linebacker running back with your handcuff. Like I feel like both of them are always one of them's there, and then when the other one comes back, they just high five each other on the way out the emergency room, and the other one's all right, it's your turn. All right, cool. And then that's how San Francisco's got a good D. That's why I went with Greenlaw, but Zion likes my DBs, and Jack will have a better year too. I think so too. But again, rookie years for linebackers are I don't know. I do expect Jack Campbell to be extraordinary this year.
Oh, I'm hoping. I need
Yeah.
it. I put all the eggs in one basket, guys, and that basket is a Jack Campbell basket.
Is he injured with it? Yeah. But again,
He's going to play. He's going to be there.
he's going to play eventually, but right now he's like my fifth linebacker.
So he hurt his. I think it was Achilles. I don't think it was his knee. I think it was his Achilles.
By the time he gets back, I'll be all right. So, but yeah, real quick, that was our teams. So we did everybody who's here, right?
I mean, you can do mine. Why not?
Oh wait, I did. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. I don't know. Did you?
I was run through our D linemen real quick.
Okay.
On Josh Allen, Jared Verse, Ibike, and Latu. But those are young guys, but also all my linebackers are also defensive linemen too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So like Dallas Turner, defensive lineman. Bernard, same thing.
actually,
Bernard's only linebacker.
I think he's linebacker.
Yeah, he's a linebacker, and I think Jack Campbell is linebacker. But then Bosa, linebacker, defensive line. Young, I believe, is linebacker, defensive line.
Yeah.
So kind of went with that. Went with guys that can play multiple positions and multiple places.
You took a risk here, man.
I took a couple of risks.
Your D line is interesting.
So I went.
Should play, but at the same time,
no, I don't know if he's going to play at all. But that's why I had to get Dallas Turner. I think will play more on my line, on my defensive line than as my linebacker.
It's interesting. Tuipulotu, I don't like that they just drafted Latu. It could help. I don't know.
I think he plays a lot still.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm a little worried about your line. Like, obviously, Josh Allen's going to be good. He's always been good. That's no question about that. So
there's only Josh Allen, honestly, and Dallas Turner.
That might be your weakest link right here, right off the bat. Your line.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but because I'm looking at the rest, he should be good. But go ahead.
Then I went linebacker. Dallas Turner, Bernard, Jack Campbell, Bosa, Young. Those are my linebackers.
I like Young.
Yeah, I think all those guys are going to be fine. Bosa's just steady. Can't depend on him.
Yeah, didn't Young run like a 4.3, 4.2 or something like that?
It was a 4.4. I want to say Byron Young.
I know it was a big dude who just ran really fast, and I was like, "Holy crap!"
I believe he had like 8 sacks last year or something like that.
I like it. It's so far. I'm hoping Campbell does a lot better. I think he gets himself. The issue isn't Anzalone? He's still there, right?
Anzalone, but Jack Campbell is the starting middle linebacker. He is the starting middle linebacker.
So, Campbell should do better this year. I hope so. I hope they involve him a lot. So, I like it. I like your linebackers better than your D line. 100%.
See DB, Kyle Hamilton, Jaquan Brisker, Funga, Byard, Stevenson, and Johnson.
I like Hamilton. I like Brisker and Hufanga. Byard. Oh wow.
Byard's is a Pro Bowl type of
safety. You have. That's a good DBs right there. I like it.
Those 4 are good, and then Stevenson could be something special.
I like that. Just your first 3 starters alone.
I'm probably going to play all DBs, and then my IDP players are probably going to be DBs too, and as in being safety. So I'm only going to have to worry about the 3 linebacker positions, and then 2 defensive linemen. So I only got 5 other guys I drafted are going to play. Everyone else is going to be DB.
An interesting one. It wouldn't surprise me if Ibikiti and Tuipulotu you just swap out eventually for other D lines.
Could, it's gonna be interesting to even see how it works. But I went younger than probably would have.
So, but overall, man, D line, I think little work, but I don't know. I like your DBs. I really do, and your linebackers should be okay too. So, I'm not hating it. So Shane Anthony's not here to try and roast you, Brian.
No.
Oh yeah, Anthony's gone. So
Anthony won't be roasting me either way.
What's crazy is in redraft, I don't care about DBs. With Dynasty, I care just enough to get after my linebacker. And that's the thing. Like it's so hard. It's because DBs, it's like you draft them for the year, they're good for that year, and then sometimes they just die the next year. Like, trust me, I still have Jeremy Chin on my roster that I drafted a long time ago. In the last 2 years, it's been frustrating. I traded, and get this. If I had good DBs that actually did something last year, I probably would have been.
Maybe you won't be 8th anymore.
Yes. So I had coming into the season Jeremy Chin, and I traded a third for Jalen Petrie. Okay, Jalen Petrie didn't do as good as he did the previous year, so I was like, damn, those numbers are gone. But he did good enough.
He actually did so well. The problem was he was doing too well, and no one wanted to throw it toward him.
And so that was my issue with Jalen Petrie, but I think he'll have a bounce back year this year. I think he'll be fine. A lot better like his rookie year. So I'm not worried about that. So Jeremy Chin, Jalen Petrie, I had to go get freaking what's his face, Benham from freaking Minnesota and Dexter Hill for a little bit, but then Dexter Hill started dying out.
Exactly. Because they literally took him from that slot corner to the outside corner because they needed him to be out there, and it's a hard transition. It's taking someone from outside corner into the slot corner. It's hard, and doing the vice versa. It's hard trying to transition to those positions.
So I struggled a little bit at DBs dynasty wise last year, but I hear you. Like for DBs, it's harder for dynasty because you have to hold on to them. You can't cut them. You can't as easy because you don't know if that's going to be their pop off year, and then they never do it again. So it's a little bit harder. DBs are interesting. If they're kick returners, then they have a little bit more value, and you put them at the IDP spot, and hopefully, if you have kick return yards, awesome. If not, then especially this year, so I would definitely consider that for sure. So, yeah, it was an interesting draft. I like it. So, again, if you're listening on Spotify and you want to look at this board, it's on YouTube, and you can just look at the entire draft board and probably listen while you're looking at it. I don't know, whatever floats your boat. But overall, we're gonna have more of these. We're gonna do an IDP only league. So if you've never done it, this is the year to do it. It's free, and then we give away a Stitch jersey. This is it's the number 7 this year. It's number 7
already. Wow.
7. It's stitched 7. Team of your choice with Dynasty Pylon on the back. So, and they're not half bad. So, yeah.
I should have mine on. Man,
I don't have mine. We actually don't have official 1-1s, but we have ours because we work for the show. So
yeah,
but we don't actually have ours. If anybody who does, Mark does. And you know what? And Mark did. He decided to do. He canceled that number. He canceled. Nobody owns the number 4. Canceled it. He goes, nobody gets number 4. We're jumping to 5. So, yeah. So that's what he did with the 4. So he saved us money, and nobody's getting the 4.
And unfortunately, I could have did with the 5, and guess what happened?
You lost.
I lost in the finals. Awful.
Hey, it happens, my guy. But anyways, guys, Zion, thank you for setting this up. Do amazing job over there with your leagues and your Discord as well. So we guys should probably put those here soon. We still got to get the official on the official. So
yeah.
Thanks for coming in, Zion. Thanks for anybody who's watching still. Lando, thank you for coming in and saying what's up and giving us your intake on your gambling issue. So yeah, you'll win the jersey. I don't know. We'll see. You don't know. Like, some of the people that come in are from other shows, and sometimes when it comes to it's a slow draft, so you have a little bit more time to think about your draft picks.
You'll be surprised what ends up happening in the teams that end up being put together.
Dude, like, sometimes it's the people that are just the most annoying that win it, or sometimes it's the people that you least expect. Monica surprised me last year.
She was doing really, really well until like the end. Team kind of died out.
I was like, what the hell? Like, okay, well, there we go. And then Mike should have won it, and then he died also towards the end. So
yep. He had the best team. He had the best team.
Monica, I'm sorry. I'm Monique.
Yeah.
Monique. But yeah, she did pretty good. And she had it. I really thought she was gonna win it. If she won it, I was gonna be excited. But for the rest of you, I didn't. I'm like, nope. I hope every single one of you lose. But I was rooting for her. But it is
Wish I
what it
had
is.
more thumbs to give you more thumbs down.
Yeah. So, anyways, guys, thanks for coming in. Brian, you got anything last you got to say about this draft or
No, not about the
anything?
draft. But I will say this: hey, Connor Williams, please come to Chicago. I need you. I need you, Connor Williams. If you're going to be ready, we need a center. Come to Chicago.
Wow. Okay. You know what? We'll just hold off the Brandon Ayuk talk till Sunday.
Oh man, but that's such a good thing. Yeah, we can wait till Sunday.
We'll wait till Sunday when we get Mark here. We'll have Mark here. Maybe Tank shows up Sunday morning. Hopefully, I want all of the four of us to be. Just wishful thinking.
We'll see.
But yeah, let's just wait till Sunday and we'll talk more about Brandon Ayuk. Maybe we'll actually have a little bit more information on it besides the teams that have already spoken and talking about getting him. So it's going to be interesting to see where he lands. I'm intrigued by this because he's actually one of my receivers on my dynasty team. So I need to know.
What if he goes to Buffalo?
Oh, you know how excited I'll be.
That would be just so your
You
luck.
know how excited I'll be. Hey, you know what? It'll be Josh Allen, Brandon Ayuk, Brandon Kincaid. All 17 weeks. No, 16 because of 17. 17, 16 bye. Yeah. We only play 17 fantasy football weeks anyway. So, but yeah, I would be happy as hell because that was way better than my Josh Allen, Gabe Davis, Kincaid. That's just a hardcore upgrade right there, man. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, this is our Wednesday night shenanigans on Dynasty Pylon. Thank you for coming in. It is a bit longer. Why? Because we do these mock drafts and we start a little bit earlier because we know they're going to take a little bit longer. They usually typically are 2 hours long. Zion, I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that.
You guys see in the comments.
All you want. I'm not reading that.
You see in the comments, guys. It's okay.
I see the comments. I'm not reading it, man. All right. So tomorrow, I'll be doing another review. I'll be doing the Bengals.
Okay. I want to hear what you think about that offense. What's going to happen?
1:30 Eastern time, 12 Central, 11 Pacific, I think maybe, or 12, 11, 10. I don't know. Look, listen. 10:30 MST. All right, you adjust to me. You adjust. You figure it out. I don't know where you guys live out in the world. With that being said, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you are at. This is Dynasty Pylon, and I will catch you on the next one when we talk about the Bengals tomorrow. Brian, you're not saying it because you just want what?
Say what's up, Rasta, man.
Rasta? Hey, we just did an all IDP freaking
draft. You weren't there.
Yeah,
it's over. Sorry.
Yeah. No, we did all IDP. All IDP. It was fun. So, but I'm pretty sure you're probably, if anything, Ross is probably going to get himself into that league this year.
Oh yeah, we're gonna put you in there, and you're just gonna tell you gotta be there, bro.
Sorry,
your team is already there.
Nah, Ryan just wants to talk crap to you, man. That's all. He just wants to talk crap to you. So, yeah, but we'll have an actual IDP league this year, and my beta league maybe this year too. So
we'll try it out.
The goblins, heroes, and trolls one. So we'll see. But yeah. Oh yeah, we know you're down, Rasta. We know. You know, you're a good friend of the family of the Get Right Fantasy Network. Go check them out. They do mock drafts every Friday night. If you're not wondering where that's at, it's in the link in the description down below. Go check them out on Friday. They're up late. I don't watch them half the time because they're up so late. So yeah. What's he say? I gotta end it. What's he say? He can be talking all night now. They got here.
I'm the only one. The only guy's bigger than him, so he'll take his shit down.
A lot of trolls on this show. Hey, that's fine.
This is what we do.
Y'all. That's fine. That because we're different. All right. Look, I don't care. It's Anthony. You suck at mock drafting because why? Because there's always an excuse for one guy. You know, I love every single one of you guys. You know, we're always going to be here talking about no matter how many numbers or what that is, no matter how small we are. I appreciate every single one of you guys. All right, get out of here. I'm going. I'll see you next Wednesday on another Wednesday show. If not tomorrow, we're doing the Bengals. All right?
See you guys. Go Bears.
Getting hyped when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. When I watch me elevate.